Yeah, sorry this video's late. I don't know. It's late. I'm sorry. Welcome to episode 5 of Recaps for Chirpin DMV. This episode will cover the last 2 games the Capitals played in their series against the Bruins. Average. There's my little teaser. It's an average series at best. That's a compliment. But before diving into the game, you got to mention that it's Big Z's first game against Boston. He was there for like 100 years or something. I'm pretty sure he was at the Boston Tea Party. This guy's ancient. Speaking of ancient players respected in the league, Ovechkin's back. Ovi rejoins the lineup after missing 4 games. We love to have him back. Obviously, he can score a goal or two. But when you take, you must give. Capitals were without Lars Eller, Justin Schultz, and Dmitry Orlov still. And obviously Kuznetsov and Samsonov are still on that COVID list. Looks like Kuzi might have caught something, if you know what I mean. And also Pasta's back for the Bruins. Speaking of guys who can score goals, geez, this guy's good. Anyways, let's get into game 1. Some unique lines here with everyone being out. We have Chara on the first pairing with Carlson. Pretty weird. Wouldn't really expect him to be on the first line anywhere in the NHL, so I guess let's just try it, see how it goes. Early on in the game, there's a nice little 2-on-1 chance, semi 2-on-1. There's a guy there who's blocking some lanes. Dick Panic looks off Ovechkin, who's in a one-timer position. I know he's never, probably ever played with Ovechkin, but that's something you just don't do. That's kind of where he makes his money. So maybe just pass it to him there. Then there's this weird bounce that almost turns into a goal for the Bruins, but Vitek hurries back. Then Jensen eats the rebound, just stands right in the way and soaks the shot. Love to see that. Love him being back in the lineup. This guy loves eating pucks. 7 minutes in, the Caps are being outshot 11-2. Nice. That's cool. Maybe move the puck out of your zone when you get a chance. I don't know. I don't play in the NHL. The Bees are just smoking the Caps, basically, just running their show in the first period. But then they get one break. They get one little break, and it's Nick Backstrom. This guy snipes this thing. Bar DZ, bar Mexico, as I like to say. And just what a shot. What a player. I love this guy. Just a side note, I love this guy. He is the man. Also, you got to give credit to Wilson for getting that puck, and then Backstrom credit for the laser beam that he shot off. And then what would a Caps game be these days without one of their players getting a puck to the face? Chara takes a puck to the face on the penalty kill. Pretty crazy the Bruins are doing this to their former captain just because he didn't re-sign. This is something you got to look deeper into if you're the Department of Player Safety. This was intentional. I'd bet my house on it. The Caps carry a penalty kill into the second period, and at the start of it, Marchand whiffs on a wide open net. Nothing but respect there for that one. Nice one, buddy. I'm talking shit. He scores later. Spoiler alert. Then puck rings around to TVR, the guy who didn't shoot earlier. He just puts it on net. Coach's dream. Puck's on net, and no such thing as a bad shot. He scores. He grabs his first goal as a Capital. Future captain Tom Wilson grabs the puck to throw to the training staff. What a guy. Then the Caps get on the power play. First unit can't really do much, so second unit comes out. You know who's on that one? Tom Wilson and Dick Panic. Tom Wilson looks like he snipes this, but apparently Dick Panic got a stick on it. They scored. Nice little play there. Happy to see the boys buzzing. They're up 3-0. This game's going to be a complete walk, right? Then noted nobody, Trent Frederick, decides that he wants to go Wilson. Wilson doesn't, because why would he? It's irrelevant. And so they don't fight, and the Caps continue on winning the hockey game. Then the Bruins score on a power play. It's like a tip shot. It goes off like Backstrom's leg or whatever. A lot of those are going in. A lot of those are being the first goals of the game for other team. A lot of off Caps players. I think, yeah, this one went off Backstrom. So, like, not much you can do. Just shitty. Then a little later on, Marchand does find a puck alone in front. He buries it. It sucks because I chirped him a bunch, but he is on my fantasy team, so there are some positives to every situation. Then after both teams kind of get into some penalty trouble, Bruins score to tie it up with like less than 2 minutes left. Just a garbage goal in front. It's like, of course, the Caps, who just came back from a 3-goal lead against the Islanders, blew one this game. They're gonna lose. It's over. I'm already calling it. Everyone else is too, because that's just what the Caps have taught us over the years. They're gonna give you hope, and then they're just gonna squash it because that's what they do. Immediately after that goal, Rask makes a huge save on Carl Hanslis, who just can't score. I'm not one to critique NHL players, even though I do it if they're not on the Capitals, because it's more fun. This guy just has a lot of trouble shooting the puck, and like, they gotta go in at some point. But Rask robs him here. I guess there's not much you can do. And it's overtime, and for the first time, we have not Lars Eller or Nick Dowd starting. We have Nick Backstrom taking the face-off. I don't know what's going on in coaching world with Peter Laviolette, but I love it. Got Backstrom, Ovi, and Carlson. Backstrom and Carlson exchange it, then they just leave it for Ovi. He skates in, does his thing, rips it from just inside the blue line. Rask didn't know what what to do because what can you do? It's Ovechkin shooting the puck after all. Caps win. He passes Mike Gardner for 7th all time on the NHL scoring list. I'm pretty sure that's good. I'll have to get back to you on that one. Not a bad way to welcome yourself back to the team is by ripping home the OT winner 28 seconds in. But Vitek here having to stop another 40. This poor guy, because he must think this is what the NHL is, just getting smoked with shots every night. Good for him. Caps win this one 4-3. Way too close for comfort. Start of game 2, we got Dmitry Orlov back in the lineup. I know some fans don't like this guy because he's had a rough start to the season, but he's Dmitry Orlov. He's been on the team forever. He's probably one of, if not their best D last year, so I'm happy to have him back. The guy's been crushing home workouts in like his basement rink, so this guy's ready to go. Early in the game, Nick Jensen gets completely schmucked by Charlie McAvoy into the boards, and then Garnet Hathaway attempts to murder Kevin Miller, just like literally didn't attempt to slow down once. He had this guy's life in his hands and he was ready to squeeze his hand as hard as he could. After the hit though, the Capitals get a power play. Chara throws another pizza up the middle. Thank God this one doesn't result in a goal. Then on this power play, John Carlson takes a bomb, tips in off Carl Hagelin. This guy that I just said couldn't score, he's on the board. But of course, since it's Carl Hagelin, he just can't have goals, so this goes to review. It's deemed offside because Garnet Hathaway was playing like bouncy ball with it over the blue line. He couldn't corral it. So Carl Hagelin still has no goals. Capitals have 0 goals. It's a 0-0 game. But then the Dowd and Hathaway lines out there. They win the draw back to Big Z. Takes a couple steps back, unloads, and just snipes past Halak. Big Z scoring his 2nd goal of the season, first against the Bruins, so that's pretty nice. That's got to feel decent, I'd imagine. Then immediately after, Dan Sprong, I don't know what this guy's taken, but give me some of it. He comes in, just dekes around everyone, puts it 5-hole past Halak like he's done this before. I'm loving this guy, that's for sure. The Caps just keep running the Bruins show. They may as well just be the owners of the team at this point. Then they draw another power play. It's like, give it to me. I'm loving this. They don't score on that though. Then they take back-to-back penalties, so they're on the 5-on-3. They kill that off, and then they draw another power play. Like, how are your special teams units? Hope they're ready to go this game. Then on the power play, Carlson just decides to step in and shelf this thing. I love this guy. This is all he does. He just snipes the puck all the time. What a shot. Pretty sure it's Bar Mexico. I have to check the game tapes, but I'm pretty sure. This guy's buzzing. I love seeing it. Caps are up 3-0 again on the Bruins. And on all these power plays, Ovi's had 1 billion shots, and he just can't find the back of the net for some reason. I guess because it's Halak. If the Caps own the Bruins, Halak owns the Capitals. They're his team. They're in his back pocket. They always have been. But then there's like this weird non-TV timeout thing where I thought it was going to commercial, but then Joe B's like, no, it's not going to commercial. Everyone was confused, but then Bruins get a chance. Pasternak buries, because of course he does. This guy has been missing time. He wants to get back into the scoring race, and he does with this one. What a snipe. Marchand getting the apple, getting me some fantasy points. Still annoying though, but like, whatever. I left. I had to go do something, so I couldn't finish this game, and thank God, because things just spiraled the shit out of control. Little later on, Pasta has literally all day. Of course he snipes. This guy makes hockey look like a joke. Why is he being left wide open? I don't know. So now it's a 3-2 game. Little later on, Craig Smith, guy has only buried 20 goals in his career. Like, he never doesn't bury at least 20. He's left wide open, so of course he gets a clean feed and buries it. We have a tied game. That's awesome. Then with less than 3 minutes left, there's a recurring theme here of someone being left completely alone. Brandon Carlo is left completely alone. He gets a nice pass. He roofs it over Vitek. Bruins are up 4-3 with like 2 minutes left. Like, what happened? I turned off the game for like 5 minutes. What happened? And then they get an empty netter. Who else but Brad Marchand to bury it? Just a little cherry on top. That little rat. But he got me more fantasy points, so I can't be that mad. But that game is crumpled up and forgotten about, because that's brutal. Again, I hate putting down NHL players because they're NHL players, but like, what happened? Like, honestly, throw me a bone here. Did you just forget that you had to play? I think Laviolette said they stopped attacking. No kidding, they stopped doing anything. It was nuts. I watched the highlights. Everyone was wide open. Anyways, forget about it. Things of note, that's 3 straight Capitals games with a blown 3-0 lead. The Capitals came back against the Islanders, the Bruins came back against the Capitals, and then the Bruins came back against the Capitals. Caps won 2 of those, but like, we got to get things in check here. We got to learn how to hold leads and not let them get massive leads. Then, like I said off the top, Kuzi is on the COVID absence list, so this guy got COVID. Like, of course he did. This guy gets criticized all the time because he does cocaine and lies about it. Big whoop. Of course it's him. This guy just needed another reason for people to hate him. I love him, always will. That's a koozie jersey right there in the back. So hopefully him and Samsonov get better soon, because we need all the help we can get on this team. As much as people don't want to admit that it's help having Kuznetsov in your lineup, yeah, that's help. That guy is skilled. But bottom line, last thing to note, I don't care that they won 2 of these 3 games. They were just so recklessly played. They got to dial some things in here. They got to tighten up somewhere. I don't know where exactly, because I'm not on the coaching staff, but something needs to be tightened up, because games like that just can't be the theme this year. People are going to have heart attacks, and I'm going to be one of them. Now they got to play the Rangers, who don't look too good, and the Flyers, who are buzzing. I said it about the Islanders series, where if they won both of those, I was feeling good again. Now I'm back on the rope. I need the Capitals to win both of these. I don't care how good the Flyers are, and I don't care that the Rangers had their number last year. They got to win these. Finally, obviously we got stuff coming out. Interviewed Caps radio legend Ben Raby the other day, so that'll be coming out on Tuesday. But also we got a store with a lot of merch. Look at this shit. You want that shirt? I know you do. We got tons more stuff, so check that out. As for this video, that'll be it. Again, sorry it's a little late. It's late. I don't even have an excuse. It's just late. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy the games. Peace. I'm done. I'm out of here.